Thank you, brethren, for joining us this word of the season and out of season. Today we are embarking on question of authority. This is part 3. Remember, we had part 2 and part 1. We saw the Pharisees, the teachers of the law, and the scribes. They were asking Jesus, by whose authority does he do all these things? Which things? Forgiving the sinners, healing the sick, and doing miracles. They wanted to know why Jesus was able to do these things and by whose power was he able to do them. Remember, he replied that I will also ask you a question. Tell me, John's baptism, was it from heaven or human origin? They didn't have an answer. They knew very well if they said it is from heaven, Jesus would ask them, why didn't they not believe? And if they said it's from human origin, and they confirmed that, the humans will stone them. So what did they do? They said that we don't know. And then Jesus told them, neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things. Now here Jesus sensed what we call arrogance. He sensed what we call the crudeness of these Pharisees, because they claimed that they know much about the law. They know about the prophecies. They know what is written on the scroll, word by word. They had that knowledge. But even when the fulfillment of this prophecy came to pass, these prophecies, they never came to confirm that this is the likeness of what we have been seeing and what we've been reading. And Jesus said that neither will I tell you this, because he knew very well they were cunning and they were dodging the question of authority. The Son of Man is here, and we do not acknowledge that he has the authority to be able to do all these things. If you see in the books of Matthew chapter 9 and 34, Jesus, he said that he has the powers of the demons. That's how he's able to cast out the demons and do those miracles. The same if you read in Matthew chapter 12, verse 24. It will show you that Jesus was accused by the same Pharisees of having the powers of Beelzebul to cast out demons. Now, brethren, let us not be ignorant of the fulfillment of the prophecy. Jesus is the fulfillment of the prophecy. He is the one with the authority to do these great things and great works. And as we believe what Christ is teaching us, we are on the right path. But if we allow ourselves to be blinded by those that claim to know the word of God more than it is supposed to be in the word of God, then here is where we have a twisted generation. If you read the book of Matthew chapter 23, it will give you a whole context of these Pharisees and what is their nature. They burden people with yokes of which themselves they cannot carry. And this is why they even shut the doors of the kingdom and themselves are not going through it. What are we talking about here? We are talking about the false preachers and the pastors and whoever who take the initiative of misleading people and leading them astray. Things that they don't do themselves, they expect us to do. They don't lead people into holiness. Their paths, they are full of holes. It is one blind person leading a whole multitude into the hole. Thank you. May you find the word of truth, that it may guide you and you may see the light. Things of God are mystery and they are hidden. And you need the Spirit of God in order for you to understand that Jesus is the one with the authority to do great works and miracles. And we believe in him, as we said in his book in Mark chapter 16, that these signs and miracles shall follow us. Thank you and be blessed.